Hello guys, welcome to the for loop. So today I'm going to solve this question palindrome linked list, right? So now we see this question, we have a palindrome kind of linked list and we need to return true if it is a palindrome and else not. So let us look at two approaches. I've written a recursive approach and I've written one iterative approach. I explain the code. So firstly what we do is, let's say this is an example, right? So first we have, let's say, two pointers, which is one is, let's say, t and the other one is mover, right? Now we must let us understand how to write the recursive function, and both are pointing to null initially, right? And then I make that both are pointing to head. So here both are pointing to head, as we can see, right? So now they both are pointing to head, t and mover. Now I've named this pointer as mover because this is the pointer which is going to move, like, and then we are going to compare it with t. So how am I going to do that? So just think about it. If we want to create a recursive function, so first we'll have some function, let's say f, then we'll call it on 1, then that function will call 2, and then it will call it on this 2. Let's call it as 2o 2n, let's say. So 2o 2n, then it will call it on 1, right? Then it will call it on null. So as soon as the function becomes null, what should we return? So we'll say, let us return true. So we'll create a boolean, right? So we'll create a boolean and we call it as boolean function recursive, right? Which we see here. And then we'll if the mover does not exist, we'll return true, right? So as soon as we come at the end, we'll just return true for this part, right? Now we have to use the logic. So since we have come out to the end, and what I'm doing essentially here is calling mover dot next and mover dot next, right? So my mover now has reached to this point. One second. So my mover has reached to this point. Now what we do is we return true here, and then what we do is we take an boolean answer, part answer, I call it as part answer. Okay, we take a boolean part answer, then we do an AND operation with that of whether this mover dot valve is equal to t dot valve, right? And if I and after that I do t equal to t dot next. That's it. Because this, if this is over, then mover, obviously the mover that comes now will be here, right? And this will be out of our recursive stack. And similarly we'll be done, right? So 2 will be compared with 2 because mover will compare with 2 old. They both will be out. So for 2 old we'll have 1, and that's it. So we'll have true finally. So this is how the recursive code works, and iterative code is exactly same. What I do is I create a stack, then I actually put all these elements in the stack. We have again t and mover here for iterative code. Just look at iterative code. I actually create a stack, then I put everything in the stack, 1 2 2 1, right? And these are list nodes, right? These are pointers. So once I put it in the stack, then what I do is, while stack not empty and t exists, what I do is I remove the first element of stack, which is like, let's say, let's call it as f. So this is the one, right? I compare it with t, I move t, that's it. Then again I remove the second element, which is 2, right? I compare it with t and I move t, that's it. So yeah, in this process I'm like checking once again, because t will keep moving, t will come here, our element will come here, our element will be this, and so on and so forth. But it's pretty fairly understood, I guess. And that's it. Thank you so much. If you like the content, please press like and subscribe. Thank you. See you in the next video.